The GDP of Lagos is actually bigger than the GDP of Kenya, it's bigger than Ghana, it's bigger than Rwanda, and it's bigger than Senegal, right? So as a little subnational, it's actually very big in how it stands, in how it sits, and it's all of that conversation that we think a lot of people need to know what is happening in Lagos, and how we can use the Lagos story, to sort of like tell the African story, and be able to put it, into where it should really, really be.
You've just established the Lagos International Financial Council. What are you seeking to achieve with that?
So the whole idea, right, is for us to be able to let the world, starting with London, because we've got a lot of history, with the city of London, get them to know what is happening in Lagos. But the council will set up strategies where we can handhold companies, we can handle British companies, we can handhold, investors, foreign direct investors that want to come into Lagos. Let's know what are the red tapes. What are the things that they want us to do? Regulatory framework, legal framework, what kind of permits they need to have, what kind of approvals they need to have. So the council will going to set up structures, where communication and collaboration will happen.
In seeking to attract international investment into Lagos, what are your priorities? Which are the sectors that you're most keen to expand?
The tech industry is very important. For the past 3-4 years, Lagos has remained the tech startup capital in Africa. So there's still a lot of depth that we need to bring into that space, right? The financial services, yes, there's a whole lot of, financial products that still needs to be deepened, in that sector. So we want, to see a lot more international financial organizations come into Lagos, right? We want, the creative industry to also have a play in our economy. Then, of course, general and consumer products. Because of the population we have, we believe, anything indeed could have a market. You could have your own share of the market, petrochemicals, consumer products, any of those 3-4 areas will indeed do very, very well in Lagos.
It sounds so from what you're saying as though the economy is very, very services focused.
Pretty much. And reason being, we're just a little tiny space. We don't have that much arable land for farming or for agricultural products. But we can do very well because of the population in terms of services, technology, communication, IT, infrastructure, anything around that space.
One of the problems that Nigeria has had historically is holding on to its talent, stopping those people from going to work overseas. Is that still an issue for you? Are you finding it easy to retain talent?
Well, it's still an issue, but that's why